So in question number 7 of this first exercise, we have been given a puzzle where we have a multiplication product, and in this puzzle we see that there are two letters A and B, such that we'll have to find the values of these letters, and we'll also have to give reasons for the steps involved. And we'll also have to keep the fact in mind that these letters would represent single digits. Now if we consider the product of the ones column, which gives us that when B is multiplied with 6, the result is a B. Now let us see what could be the different conditions in which this result is possible. Now we definitely see that the result is a 3-digit number, hence we can say upfront that B will never be 0, because if B is 0, the result won't be a 3-digit number. Now let us divide our observation in two parts. Now let us see what happens if B is an odd number. Now if B is an odd number, now let's say if B is 1, now if B is 1, the product of 1 times 6 results in a 6 and not in 1. So this particular assumption is ruled out. Again, if we observe B to be 3, which is the next odd number, so 3 times 6 would again result in a number whose ones place would be 8, and it's not 3 as it should be, because B times 6 should be B. So this assumption is also ruled out. Again, if we move on to the next assumption, the next odd number, so B equals 5 if we consider. So we'll have 5 times 6 will result in a number whose ones place would be 0. Hence, this assumption is also incorrect. Again, if B equals 7, so we'll have 7 times 6, which will result in a number whose ones place is 2. So this assumption is also ruled out. And let's take the last odd number in the list, which is 9. So if we take 9, so 9 times 6 would again result in a number whose ones place would be 4. Hence, this particular assumption is also ruled out. So we can definitely conclude here that B will have to be an even number. So B is an even number. Now let us see which even number represents this letter B. So this particular condition is ruled out. Now if B is 2, so we'll have 2 times 6 to be a number whose ones place is 2. Now let us take the product. So if in place of B, if I put 2 and 6 here, so we'll get 2, 2, 2. And if we multiply this, now what could be the value of A? So the value of A based on the product, if we take the product forward, would be 6A. Now since 2 and 6 are multiplied in the ones column, here we definitely will get a carry. So which means that 6A plus 1 gives us 22. And if we solve this equation, we'll get 6A equals 21. Hence, the value of A would be 21 over 6. Now, which is not possible for sure, because A will have to be a single digit and it represents an integer and not a fraction. So, the possibility of B being equal to 2 is also ruled out. Now let us see the next even number. Now we consider that the next even number, which is 4, if B is 4, and let us replace B by this number in the product. So A4 times 6 would be 4, 4 and 4, because there are 3 B's in the result. So we know that when 4 and 6 are multiplied, the carry would be 2. Hence, based on this observation, let us find out what could be the value of A. So basically 6A plus 2, which is the carry, must give us 44. Now if we solve this equation, 6a equals 42 and the value of a will be 7. Now this is an integer for sure, and this could be one of the values of a. So let me just write this down, note this down. So the value of a which we have got is 7 when b is 4. Let us see what happens if we consider the next even number. Now if we consider the value of b to be 6, now a 6 times 6 gives us 666. Now this is only possible when we see that 6 times 6 is 6 and the carry would be a 3. Now based on this, let us move ahead with the product and see what is the value of a. So basically 6a plus 3 equals 66, where again 6a equals 63. Now if we move ahead and solve this, we'll again see that the value of a is not a single digit. Hence, this assumption is also not true. Let us now see in case of the last even number, which is 8. Now if we consider the value of b to be 8 and we replace the letter b by 8 and we perform this product, so again we have 888 as the answer. We also know that when a is multiplied to 6, the carry is 4. Now with this carry, let us observe that if we can get a value for a, so we'll have 6a plus 4 and this will give us 88, which will give us 6a equals 84. Eventually the value of a would be 14. But here we already know that when we are solving these puzzles, the letters represents only single digits. So the value of b cannot be taken as 8 because it results in the value of a as 14. Hence the values which we have got initially for a, which was 7 when the value of b was 4, is only valid. Now we have checked for all the numbers, for all the conditions, only this condition stands out, and if we now put the values in the product, so this is what we'll get, where we see that the value of a was 7 and the value of b was 4 when we moved ahead with the product. And this is how we are going to get the answers, and this is how we are going to solve the 7th question of this exercise.
To learn more about how QMath can help you crack school and board exams, explore QMath Leap, a live online classroom program run by highly experienced and committed teachers.